game collapsed after having a double-digit lead. This time, we're able to pull out the victory against the San Antonio Spurs. Me, C Dub, and Big Kev, we're gonna break it all down right after this.
You are now tuned in to Chicago Bulls Central, your number one place for all Chicago Bulls news and content.
I see red, I see red, I see red, I see red, yeah, I see red, I see red, I see red, I see.
What's going on, Bulls fans? Welcome to another episode of Chicago Bulls Central, your number one spot for everything Chicago Bulls related. I'm the host, Sir Haize, joined by C Dub and Big Kev in the building. You always getting food dropped off to you, bro. Like what we doing?
You always
That's
get
love,
dinner time.
man.
I was just on
That's
live for
love.
3 hours.
Bro, like you gotta get some food in there, man. What we doing? It's always dropping off food in the middle of the stream. What's going on, bro?
That's true.
Hey,
love.
man. So the Bulls get the victory against the Spurs in this game, man. Generally, how you guys feeling about this game? Kev, I'll come to you first on this
I feel like it looked like the Bulls were gonna kind of run away with it early in the third. They was putting together a strong third quarter, but then they went cold. It seems like they went cold at the end of every quarter this game, to be honest. So it was kind of a porous effort. But I'll take the wins any way that we can get the wins. But I want to see a better effort from these guys, man. That's just how I feel about it. You got to put these guys away, especially without Wemby and just Collins and Vassell was awful tonight. I think he was 2 for like 17 or something like that. The Bulls should have definitely had an easy win tonight. They didn't get the easy one, but we'll take the W.
Yeah, 7 players in double digit for the Chicago Bulls tonight. C Dub, how you feeling?
I'm feeling that 7 players in double figures is okay. But I think the Bulls are beginning to play into a pattern now. For the last 3 to 4 games, they put in themselves in some unnecessary positions and some bad teams that they're way better than, that they didn't need to play in situations like going to overtime or being in a tie game with San Antonio Spurs with 3 minutes to go in a game. Uh, I definitely appreciate that they ultimately win in most of those games, except that one against Golden State. I think that was an even played. That's an even team with Golden State. I accept that loss, but the Bulls gotta, they gotta stop getting themselves into those situations, because eventually you start losing some of those games, and they can't afford to lose none of those. So, otherwise, good game. We got the dub. If they'd have lost this game, I'd have lost my mind. I'm already bald. I'd have pulled the rest.
Steve, how you feeling about this game, brother?
Of course, it was sloppy towards the end. I've been seeing it towards the reason. I don't know. It's just like, to me, I feel like a lot of the times we just go away from what we've been doing good. Majority of this game, like today, we was getting to the line, we was getting through the lane, we was getting to the hole, we was getting fouls, and then we just stopped and we just started shooting. And I understand we can shoot. We're getting to that point where we're being a shooting team that's comfortable shooting a nice volume of shots, but sometimes you just need to keep doing what you're doing. And I feel like we get away from that, we go back into our old things sometimes, but just need them to clean up certain things. Like, at this point, Billy gonna be Billy, so I don't expect him to do anything. But I don't know. But we've been talking about it, so it's like I'm not really shocked at this point. I'm really not.
Yeah, I feel you, Steve-O. The way I think about these last 5 games is, including Golden State, they were all pretty bad teams. Golden State isn't the Golden State that they used to be. They're still a good team. They're filled with vets. They're able to turn it on and off. But they've been doing it against bad teams. Charlotte twice, San Antonio tonight, Houston the other night. Houston's not necessarily a bad team either. They're kind of in the Golden State category of a 500-ish team. But the Bulls, I want to see what they can do once they start playing better competition, because being in close games against all of these guys is kind of a little bit frustrating.
It's concerning.
What y'all think about the passiveness, the intentional passiveness of Zach LaVine? He took 4 shots in the first half, and he really didn't shoot his 5th into like the 4th quarter. What do y'all think? He's being a little too passive out there, Zach LaVine?
I said it during the game. I think the stretch of 2 overtime games and all close games, and then back to back, I think it just took its toll on his body. Let's remember, he's still coming back from injury, and he was out for a while. It wasn't just a quick 3-day injury. That takes a toll on anybody's body. I'm not willing to give him a pass for not, being aggressive in spots. He didn't necessarily pick his spots tonight. But at the end of the day, I think he was just tired.
I can't get. I understand that. I can't give him that pass, bro. Shoot or shoot. I don't care if he
I
played
just
yesterday. Yeah, go ahead, Steve.
I just really think it, no matter what system you run, it's just difficult to find your flow between being out there with DeMar. Like it's always going to be one of the other is going to have a passive game. And that's just the nature of what they are. They're both the same way. He's still trying to find his way in this system, but still realizing that somebody that's equally next to him is taking up a lot of the spots that he will take. So he's still trying to find his way. And I like you said, I'm not giving a pass on it. He's definitely being a little passive, but I think mainly he's just trying to find his role into this new system.
He had to be tired
Yeah,
tonight,
Drew.
though, fellas. Like he had to be tired
Drew,
tonight.
what you think of that Zach LaVine's passiveness? He only shot 4 shots getting into the fourth quarter. What do you think of his passive way?
I don't think it's called. I don't think passive is the right word for it. I mean, I definitely think he's already talked about being winded. They've gone in overtime 2 out of the 4 games he's been back. This is the second of a back-to-back. I look at it as he's trying to find his way to fit in. Yeah, we want him to be a little bit more aggressive, but I think we can't say you're doing too much when you take too many shots and then call it passive when he's not doing that. I think there's something in between those two, and I think that's currently where Zach LaVine is. And I think I'd rather him be here than him taking too many shots right now with how this team is flowing offensively.
Jamal.
Yep.
Okay.
I don't want to see Zach forcing anything because that was part of what our complaints were about him when he was playing before the injury was the too many step backs, forcing threes, not utilizing his best asset, which is to catch and shoot. And he's playing a lot better defense. But again, I think tonight was more fatigue than anything.
Man, yeah.
And I don't know if you guys talked about it the second that I stepped away, but we really got to give some credit to Ayo Dosunmu how he stepped up this game. Now I want to talk about Jevon Carter actually looking like an NBA player today as well. But Ayo, when Kobe was down in the back getting stitches, he came in and he played excellently. And he played really good throughout the bench overall. Like Ayo Dosunmu is really understanding how he can impact the game. It's not always going to be scoring every night. Yeah, he got 21 points tonight. I commend him for that. But he always finds a way lately to make his imprint on the game. And that's not something we were able even to say about Ayo when he was the starting point guard. And for him to be able to find that rhythm now off the bench, I think is a big thing as well for this Bulls team.
That was great.
Ayo, go ahead, Kia.
No, I just spoke. Go ahead, bro.
Ayo is just a winner, bro. When it comes to terms of playing basketball, he's a winner. He can do absolutely everything on the basketball court. He can spat up for you. And then when he get on the fast break, it's few in the league as fast as Ayo Dosunmu. And he can finish over the bigs, which is new this season. He is finishing those layups over the bigs in the paint.
He's a one-man fast break. A one-man fast break.
Yeah. Absolutely.
So Ayo, and defensively, he's top-notch. He's top-notch defensively. He is Trae Young's daddy, if y'all didn't know. And man, I'm just looking bright for the future for Ayo because he's only gonna get better. I'm telling you right now, he's only gonna get better.
For sure. Jevon Carter, 5 of 12 today for 14 points. He didn't really register anything else but 3 turnovers, 1 rebound. But we've been talking so often about Jevon Carter's shot just being terrible. He gets the call today because Patrick Williams out with the injury. How'd you feel about Jevon Carter's play today? Wait, hold on. Steve-O, you didn't get to talk about Ayo. My bad, Steve-O. How you feel about Ayo's game tonight?
It was cool. Like, we always know he's notorious for stepping up in moments like this. It's all about being consistent. You could tell he's actually been working on his game. His handle's a little bit more crisper. He's found a way that he's starting to realize he got certain spots around that he likes to get to, like that step up mid range. And like you said, he put a lot of work into that shot, and it's coming together. So, hey, I just hope like he's putting in the same type of work that he's seeing his counterpart in and Kobe, and Lord knows what can happen if he get to that level.
Absolutely.
Yeah, that's a fact. Now, to the Jevon Carter point, Steve, I'll let you take the Jevon Carter point first, too. How you feeling about Jevon Carter's game tonight?
You know what? I mean, I want to give him credit. I'm going to give him credit to some degree, but it's like, I'm about tired of He-Man. I am. I truly am. Like, just shoot the damn ball. And I'm tired of him doing all
Please.
these damn pump fakes, these step backs, and like sometimes he hit a hit. It's just like you know what type of game it's gonna be. If he don't make them first two shots, he ain't making shit. So yeah, I like this was a solid game for sure. Thank you for coming in, Cliff, for sure. We definitely needed some of those threes that you made tonight, but I need consistency. You probably one of the most inconsistent dudes on this team right now, so I need way more consistency.
Yeah.
Kev?
It was a tale of two halves from Jevon Carter for me. In the first half, it seemed like he was confident. He was putting that ball up. He was hitting. And in the second half, I think he only hit one shot in the second. It was a big one.
1 for 3.
Yeah, but he only hit one. And honestly, man, it's just about I didn't expect Jevon Carter to be as streaky as he is. And like Steve-O just said, if he misses first couple of shots, he gets in his head and he just don't know what to do basketball-wise, period. Not just shooting. He gets caught in the air with the ball, turning the ball over, second guessing himself. It's a mental thing for Jevon Carter. And I would like to see him get to the point where he gets over those mental hurdles throughout the course of the game and put together better stretches for the rest of the season. I'd rather see tonight's Jevon Carter for the rest of the season more so than what we've seen the last 2 months.
I would just like to say Jevon Carter had a good game today. I'm just going to give it to him like that because good games for him been few and far between. He has not played in the last 2-3 games. He is definitely in the coach's hot seat. So I'm glad for his sake that he got in there and had a semi-good game. I'm going to call it a good game. But he is not streaky. I don't think he is a streaky guy. I think these good games are too far apart to be a streaky guy.
Hey, what's
He
going
can't
on
get
in the chat?
he
Hey,
can't
they wild. We focus on basketball.
Whoa.
Bro, I'm just, if you can't have you notice, I ain't put up one damn chat yet because they've been
Whoa.
hey, bro. We get the whole squad to show up and people just lose their sense, bro. It's
Jesus,
crazy.
bro.
They tripping in the chat right now, bro. They
Yeah.
tripping.
I ain't touching that.
Yeah. Yeah. So the Bulls finished the week 3-1. And I've talked about before how winning the week is an important part as you're trying to get back to being 500. Win the week. That doesn't mean you're going to win every game in the week, but win the week. We now move to 3 games below 500. Do you think with the record that with the schedule that the Bulls have in front of them with the rest of January, I think we had to have 8 games left, and only one of those games are against teams above 500, maybe 2. How you guys feeling about the rest of this month for the Chicago Bulls and the potential to end this month at 500 or maybe even above if they close it out well?
I'm gonna go as far as to say I expect him to get over 500 in the next 8 games. Y'all showed me y'all a different team. So I'm gonna be very disappointed by the end of these 8-game stretch, like you said, that we're not over 500. You've played that well. Now live up to the hype. Now you have to live up to the hype.
I think it's possible for sure. I can't say that I have the confidence that they will end it above 500 because the last couple of seasons, whenever it just seems like every time they had a
we get close
chance,
to it,
they would just lose. They would win 2, lose 2, win 3, lose 2. Like it's just never, they could never get over that hump. And I know a team like this that still has the majority of those players who've experienced those things, that's a mental hurdle that they're going to have to overcome when they get to that 500. Like, man, can we finally get over the hump? I hope they can. They got the team to do it. Kobe's been playing excellent basketball. Billy Donovan has been coaching a little bit better with the exception of like close game situations. But so yeah, they can do it, man. And I'm like C-Dub. I expect them to do it. I just hope that they expect themselves to do it.
And out of those 8 games, only 2 of them are at home. So they're going to have to be road warriors if they want to get it. Steve-O, what do you think the chances are we can be at or above 500 by the end of January?
That's what I want to hear.
30. I'll get about 40% chance. The only reason I'm doing that because it's just a lot of teams we go up against, we just don't match up the best with, and they give us notorious for giving us problems. Cavs give us multiple problems, Raptors give us problems, Suns give us problems. And those out of the most majority game, we played the Raptors twice, and Yeah, we played the Raptors twice. So like those the main games I'm worried about. So it's all about you being dialed in, but they haven't shown me that they're as dialed in as we think they are. It's some stuff they can clean up on, and I'll be way more confident if I see it. But yeah, it's possible. Like it's always possible. If we get on a run, starting the next game, it's definitely possible. But you got to do it.
Hey, Drip, these teams are tough teams. The Bulls got to
Yep.
play the Raptors, Lakers,
Yep.
Raptors twice.
The
I'm
Raptors been playing good.
still
That's the
expect
trade.
them to be over 500 though. You got some tough
Yeah,
teams
I mean,
too.
so we're 3 games below 500. You're right. The Cavs, the 2 games against the Raptors, I'm not too worried about the Lakers. I know I probably should be. Phoenix, definitely, they're playing better ball right now. But those games against Memphis, Portland, Charlotte,
You
those
should have
need to
whooped
be games.
their ass.
And the thing is, though, and that's what's so difficult about predicting. That's why I haven't been predicting Bulls wins and losses. This show's only been around 2.5 years. For at least 2 of those years, I stopped predicting wins and losses because this team is so damn bipolar. But the thing that scares me the most of predicting the Bulls to get above 500 is that things like we saw in this game, the inability to hold on to a lead. Even in games where we do end up winning by double-digit points, we gave up a big lead to have to fight back to get that. This team, the next step as a team, right? We have individual steps we want players to take, but as a team, it's to close out games. You have to close out games.
And this
That's
team
facts.
ain't got no room to be complacent whatsoever. So what's been happening these last couple games has really been bad because they ain't got no spare room to be complacent on the basketball court.
Well, there's no such
None.
thing as an easy game for the Chicago Bulls. Period. Whether we playing the Detroit Pistons or Memphis or
I
Charlotte,
agree.
like
Yep.
there's no such thing as an easy game for the Bulls. And even when it looks like they're gonna get a blowout, it turns out to be a close game. It's terrible. But the good thing though is that they're not in the situation they were in last year where they would get down big and then fight all the way back just to lose at the end. It's a little bit different right now. They're the team that's getting out to big leads. They're shooting the 3 way better over this last 2-week stretch. And that matters. When you have the lead, it sucks to blow leads, but 9 times out of 10, you can hold on and get the win with that other team exerting all the energy fighting back.
Hey, I'm gonna say that I'm not gonna be happy with a 500 record in these 5 games. Somebody just put in the comments. I'm not gonna be happy with 4-4 in the next 5 games. In the next 8 games.
How you go 4-4
I'm
in
sorry.
5 games?
Bro,
you
it's
want-
late. It's
Yeah,
late.
I
My
was
pizza
wondering.
is
You
calling
see-
me, bro.
He trying to get listen.
He hungry, bro.
Hey, I am not.
That
Oh,
man
my
said
God.
4-4 in the next 5 games. I'm
8
like, hey, that's creative, bro.
Hey, that sounded
That's
like
wild.
something a pimp would say.
It's all about less
Hey, bro,
creative.
that's crazy.
You know a pimp, Kev?
I mean, we from Chicago, bro.
What
Kev
that
knows
mean?
several. Matter of fact, Kev is a reformed pimp himself. Like you
Hey,
can tell.
No,
Kev be
he's
too
deacon.
calm, bro.
That
He be
deacon-
too calm.
That
Bro, I
deacon
know a lot of
motherfucker.
deacons that were pimps.
I'm
just
I could never.
yeah.
I fall in love with my hoes.
Why do you think they always send the deacons to go check on the single women in the church to
Hey,
make sure they good?
I
after
swear, I
they
would-
die?
I-
what that man said.
I did. I would
He said
love.
he'll fall
I
in
love
with
all
his
my
own.
hoes.
The day I see your ass come out here in the candy apple red goddamn suit with some Stacey Adams with some velvet on them shits, I'm baking your ass.
That's why he bald. He cut his hair so nobody can remember him when he's pimping Kev, bro. That's what he did.
That ain't true. And that ain't true because that shit was leaving by the time he was 18.
19.
That's crazy. Yeah,
19.
you're
Don't
right.
take a
That's
year
crazy.
away from me.
Oh man. All right. So somebody asked in the chat how we feel about the game that Kobe White had. So we kind of at least, unless you guys talked about it at the time I had to step away. We haven't really talked about the game from the core 3, core 4 now at this point, including Kobe White. How do you guys feel about the games from DeMar, Vooch, Zach, Kobe today?
I'll just go quick. Go ahead, Steve. Go ahead, Steve.
That's all Steve got to say.
That's literally all I got to say about
I say
that.
Vooch had the
this
game.
game irritated me. I ain't gonna lie.
Vooch had the game that he was supposed to have. He actually hit 2 out of the 5 threes. He had 16 boards, 5 assists, 3 blocks, and they weren't just weak blocks like with him just standing like this. He was swatting them joints. Vooch had a great game. DeRozan was back to DeRozan himself. Like he was forcing it a little bit. It was a couple of times where he just felt like he had to take a shot. And Kobe had a solid game. Like he didn't hit any threes, and that's what you need from Kobe. That's where I would say his strength comes from. When he hit a couple of threes, he becomes unstoppable because it opens up the floor for him. Zach didn't really show up tonight, but again, I think that he was just more tired than anything. But we still had a strong effort from pretty much all of them.
I think this is our first. Go ahead.
I think Vooch, he was okay. I'm thinking I could think he had more. I think he left some I think he left some shit on the floor, if you can dig that. He had an okay game, 24 and 16. But
Boy, he old as hell.
He shied away for some points. He turned away.
For 20 and 16.
He could have had ain't nobody out there that can guard him on the San Antonio Spurs.
I know what you're talking about. I know what you're saying, Dub. There were times where Vooch, all he had to do was look up and he had a layup or a runner, but he passed it to the corner and stuff. But that's nitpicking at this point. I think
I was about to say that man
game.
missed 7 shots. Yeah. Leave that man alone.
Yeah, I
ain't leaving him alone. His ass could have had a giant.
You got
DJ
I mean, we could critique freaking DeMar's game. Like we went on a almost 4-minute scoring drought,
at the end.
And they gave DeMar the ball, and he dribbled it for literally 16 seconds out the shot clock and still missed the shot.
Yeah,
that's something you could like, bro. Come on, man. Just saying. I mean, listen, you're right. You're right to your opinion, but that's crazy.
Speaking of which,
now
that
he left some points on the board. I wish he would have a 40-point game.
No. I'm glad I'm here. I'm glad we here.
Let Kawhi Leonard had that stat line. He'd be like, Kawhi Leonard is back and going. The Clippers are the best.
He would.
Because you know, C-Dub, Kawhi Leonard only got to do is stay upright and hit at least 50% of the shot. It don't even matter how many he takes. If he hits 50% of the shot, C-Dub gonna be like, and I told you guys, Kawhi is the best player in the NBA. They're championship contenders.
Nigga, he gonna say that shit just finding out he gonna start that day. That's what he gonna do. Because it's a good day.
Who was guarding Vooch today?
No, he had 20.
He can't score 40.
You just speaking tongues, my guy? What are we
talking
about?
That's that last name.
Number 50.
That's that last nigga. Bro, that motherfucker name was a spell.
But you were about to cook, Steve-O. Go ahead, brother.
Mamu Kellis.
Yeah, cook your ass. Yeah, I want my apology, goddammit. I told you, DeMar been doing that same old bullshit, and this is why Zach wanted to go. This is why he wanted to go. And he's still doing the same old bullshit. I want my goddamn apology.
What you apologize for? What? DeMar wasn't doing this until Zach came back.
Shit,
like DeMar was not playing like this until Zach came back. DeMar was literally facilitating, taking 12 shots a game at times.
And he had double-digit.
He started doing like this when Zach came back, bro. Come on, man.
Yep.
Do you want me to read the stat line to you? You want to go game by game?
Fuck that. I could bring up the footage. Fuck the stats.
You don't have the footage ready. You always like saying you can bring. You ain't got shit ready,
bro.
Bring up the footage.
I got all last season.
We talking about the season.
Watch.
Hey,
look, you don't have it ready. You type it.
We went through this yesterday.
Bro, it don't matter. It don't matter. It really don't matter. You know how many times this motherfucker did it?
Your neck sweating and everything, bro.
You know how many times he done cost us games? You know how many times he done took the ball out of people's hands? You know how many times he did that?
I don't think anybody's denying that's happening, but you can't abstain like Zach hasn't dribbled the ball off his foot in crunch time about 20 times a year.
He gonna do that if he'll get the opportunity because this motherfucker keep taking the ball.
Wait, are you saying that you're excusing him dribbling the ball off his foot because he didn't have an opportunity?
I'm not excusing shit. I'm telling you, it will happen less if you put him in that position more.
Zach can't go left.
It's been happening his whole career. When DeMar wasn't there, it's been happening.
He ain't got no bag.
Bro, he want to get, bro. Y'all remember that one time this year when this motherfucker kicked off his shoe? Y'all want to say nothing that shit before.
Why you keep saying y'all? This is between you and
Haize. I was saying him.
There's a between. Like, you're arguing with himself right now.
No.
Bro, go get you some pussy. I swear to God, it's okay.
No.
Go eat some pussy, bro.
Go eat some pussy upstairs, but it don't even matter.
Go eat some pussy, bro. Go eat some pussy.
Hey, that's why your beard gristling right now. Talking about I gotta
well, maybe you have some on your chin if you go eat some, bro. Just go eat some. It's okay, bro.
I mean, I understand. I understand you want to tell us about your beard growth techniques. We already know what it is.
That's just
but it's
natural
cool.
juices and berries, Steve-O.
That's just thank you, natural juices and berries.
Hold the fuck
I've
on.
had a
Hold
beard since I was 19 years
Hold
old.
on. No, that's a fucking lie. We seen that motherfucker at 21. It wasn't no beard. That was the peach fuzz, nigga. We saw that shit.
You no, bro. I was 16 in that pic. I've had a beard for fucking like 12 years. Bro.
Anyway, Eric.
Hey,
Anyway,
DOJ.
I want my apology. I want my fucking apology.
Hey, Haize, I ain't give him no apology either, Brody. I wasn't going
Exactly. You ain't getting shit.
Okay,
What are you talking
that's
about?
right. When I bring up the footage, I'm getting my fucking apology.
You should have brought up the foot. What footage? Nobody denied that DeMar did. Like, you're not making a point anybody's arguing
Bro,
with.
we
Who's arguing
literally,
with the point
we
this point?
literally wasn't talking about this man IQ until we brought somebody who can close games better. That was never the argument.
I've been talking about. Go back. You've been watching. I've been talking about Zach LaVine's basketball IQ since the channel started.
Yep.
We
Zach
understand.
LaVine's basketball IQ has literally been a critique on him since he came in the league. This is why he went from being a point guard to a shooting guard, because his basketball IQ was in the fucking
can't
toilet.
go
At the end of the day, at the end, he can't go left for shit. That's we understand that. We understand that. But at the end of the day,
He
y'all
ain't got no
wanted
Euro
this
step either.
motherfucker traded. And I said no.
No, he
You trade
wanted to
that
be
Brady.
traded.
He wanted
to be
Steve, you
traded.
ain't listening,
told
bro.
you this
Steve will be trying to just make
Listen.
points that ain't no. That's why I don't argue with Steve no more.
He
Steve will be
wanted to
arguing with
traded.
himself, bro.
All we said was, if you,
You
wanna be
said
traded, then be
no,
gone.
no. I heard what you said. You said if he want to go, he could go. I ain't say that shit.
So
I
what?
said no. You keep his ass here.
So
That's what I
He's
said.
the one that asked to be traded. Nobody wanted
Why?
him gone.
And I said why?
It's fine, Steve-O. It's fine that he
But
wanted
my
to be
whole
traded.
no, y'all just trying to you saying bad. You trying to jump around the shit. The whole purpose is. I told you who need to be traded, and he's
We
still
all
here.
said that
And he's
DeRozan
still
needed to be
doing the
traded,
same
though.
shit.
But all of us have said that Debo needed to be traded before
I
Zach.
get-
But it's two things can be true at the same time. DeMar do be fucking up, but Zach be fucking up too. Like you can't take away and just
my debate
hold on,
is
let you cook. Hold on. You can't take away from the fact of the shortcomings of though they're independent. Zach had the same shortcomings before DeMar got here. Now you can say that maybe he would have worked himself out of it. He had the ball. That's the conversation you want to make. That's cool. You can't just say that. You can't say that these are because of DeMar. Zach LaVine had these.
No.
This is why he changed positions. This is why the Bulls couldn't win. This is like Zach had his opportunity. You can't be the offense on the team for 5 years and then finally when you get some help say, oh, well, this is why he's playing bad now. Nigga, we had to bring him in here because we weren't winning with
That's
him.
what I'm saying. I'm
Okay,
saying
what's the point that you're
the
trying to
whole
make?
purpose I'm saying, because when you bring DeMar here, the system changed. Can we agree to that? Can we agree to that?
Yeah, but it changed not because it wasn't just DeMar. Yes, the system changed because of all the other players that we brought in here. Like, it's not just DeMar, and it needed to change because the system was Zach LaVine, and when Zach LaVine was the system, guess what? It ended with 23 win seasons.
The system, no, fuck that. The system wasn't Zach LaVine. The system was fucking pick and roll. That was the system. And that's when I said you need to get away from that shit.
That was the way we ran the system, but the system was still based around Zach LaVine. Zach LaVine was our offense, and it was Kobe for a little while there too. But that was it. That was the Bulls' offense. Was Kobe and Zach LaVine. We differentiated a little bit when we got Vooch that half of the season. But to say that it wasn't just Zach LaVine, like Zach LaVine had every opportunity to work out his flaws. He didn't. We needed to try to build a team that could compete. We brought in Lonzo. We brought in DeMar. We brought them in to help shore up things that Zach failed at in his game. Look, Zoe was here.
And
Zoe was here
honestly,
for
this
communication
season,
and point guard.
Kobe is outplaying Zach. He has a deeper bag than Zach.
That ain't the point,
He's
Kev.
developed.
That
He's
ain't the
developed
point.
more than
That
Zach.
ain't the fucking point. That was never the point. The whole purpose is when you bring this motherfucker over here, you had to change it. Yes, it's because everybody else was in it. Yes, but the majority is because the way we ran the offense was heavily predicated on how DeMar scored. And I told y'all from Jump Street, I don't give a fuck how many games he won us. We're not winning because of him. It's not gonna work.
We all said that.
You need
You're right, but that wasn't what the system was supposed to be. It was also supposed to be Lonzo and his ability to play defense and get players.
We already know that.
Okay.
But my whole purpose
what's the point is you making?
My purpose was when we already know shit was dead in the water, get rid of them. That was my purpose.
But
the
we've
fact
all
he's still
said
doing
that.
this shit.
It's not that simple, bro. This ain't 2K. You can't just get rid of somebody
Yes, you
because
could've.
it's dead in the
Yes, you
water. No,
could've.
you couldn't have.
So
No,
you
you
telling
couldn't
me
have,
we
bro.
couldn't traded that motherfucker at this MVP year?
But
After his
it-
all
after-
NBA season.
But again, at that point in time, you didn't even know if Zach LaVine was going to be able to be healthy enough to even be the offense again.
No,
so you would have been foolish
that's
to trade
bullshit.
DeMar DeRozan.
No, we was
How?
no because
LaVine came
we
back
was
into
waiting
that
for
he had
Zoe.
surgery
We was
that
waiting for
offseason.
Zoe. We was waiting for Zoe. That was the main
But
reason.
still,
That was the main
Zach
reason.
LaVine was coming back from injury
I'll
that
say
season.
this:
We get all that. We get
by the
all that. But
All-Star
the main
break last
concern,
season, every last one of us was saying trade DeMar DeRozan.
Exactly. I've been saying trade DeMar since
and
for
then,
a year
when
and a
they
half.
gave him the All-Star berth, like we was like, oh, definitely trade him now that he made the All-Star
I
team
wasn't hearing
again.
that shit. I wasn't hearing that shit. I'm
Clearly
sorry.
you weren't. You ain't even hearing this conversation that we
Exactly.
talking right now.
You
Bro.
didn't move the goalpost 3 times in the
No,
conversation.
you moving the goalpost. You keep bringing up
you
other
literally went,
situations.
bro,
I done
listen,
kept it
you
at the
literally,
bar. Bro, I
you
done
literally
kept it
went
at
from Zach would have been, oh, he would have worked out of it if DeMar wasn't here. Then you went from that to we had to change
I never
because
said
DeMar
that.
was here.
Never said
You
that.
made
Never
3
said
different
that.
points.
Never said that. Never said that. You moved.
Kev, did he say that?
I
Kev,
did not
did he say that? Did he say that?
Did I just say that?
Levine would have worked out of the ball handling if it wasn't for DeMar being here.
I
That's
definitely
literally the
didn't
first
say
point I
that.
put DeMar.
I definitely didn't say
If
that.
him the ball, he would have more opportunities to dribble in those situations, and maybe he.
No, I said he would have improved in those situations
Yeah.
at game decisions. That's what I said.
But I don't think so. I just think Zach's.
Why didn't he improve in it the 5 years before DeMar got here?
Yeah, I just don't see that. But I will say this: I like the way that Zach has adjusted since he's returned.
C-Dub looking like I just want to eat my
Right?
pizza. Like C-Dub,
Nah, he
smells
having a
good
good
as
ass
hell.
time. You should have been ate some of that pizza, boy.
good.
Zach, but we can all agree on this that Zach has been playing really well.
Hey, hold on. Stop. Melissa, every time Billy Donovan comes up, I need you to get your crooked ass nipples up off this screen complaining about Billy Donovan every fucking time we critique Billy Donovan. You and your lopsided ass red titties, shut the fuck up about Billy Donovan. Move the fuck on. Stop tripping. Your fucking name is Melissa and you got them pink crooked ass titties. Shut the fuck up. Now, let's keep it pushing. Now, what were you guys saying?
What the fuck just happened? Wait.
Why?
Oh my god!
What the hell just happened?
Wow. Zach. Zach LaVine.
The Bulls beat
Hey,
the
after
San
that,
Antonio Spurs.
hey, after that, Zach, you got to get traded.
Zach might like crooked nipples.
How the fuck you just gonna shoot off the
Melvin says, sorry, Steve-O. DeMar has built us out more than Zach. Zach had a ton of chances, reminding that
I
Washington
don't care
game.
about them bailouts. I really don't care about y'all.
Now I will say that too.
I was,
Steve-O, I agree
think-
with you. I agree with you. I heard somebody tell me earlier this week that DeMar DeRozan has earned the right to take all the shots at the end of the game, like he did in that second Charlotte game when it went to overtime. And I've damn near blew a gasket
make another comment
because what DeMar does, and Billy Donovan late down the stretch is they just go to the same thing. I feel like if Kobe's hot and Zach is hot, if Zach is hot, if Kobe's hot, feed the hot hand or at least distribute late game, final 2-minute shots. Y'all crazy.
And that's what it is. When people say that, they get people. And then you be like, I agree. And I be like, no, that's bullshit. Fuck the agree shit. It don't matter. We not winning the games we want to win. We're not getting to the position where we want to be. So I don't give a fuck about them game winners. I don't give a fuck about them late moments. We already know Zach ain't that good in the late moments. So put a team around somebody that he can be good with. But I don't give a fuck what you put around DeMar. We ain't winning with him.
Hey,
and that's my main thing with DeMar.
Steve-O, let me ask you this. How did Haize know that old girl had red crooked titties, though? Like, how does he know that?
Well, I mean, the name Melissa kind of gave it away.
That's what the term
you gotta look at her face. Her eyes is crooked. So if her eyes, there's an eye to nipple ratio.
correlation.
So, correlation. Like, I'm telling y'all, next time you just gotta
Bro, you get a new dog and don't know how to act, bro.
Wow.
Like, damn, I was
She's like, I ain't even do nothing.
She said, do nothing.
Just disrespecting her areolas for no reason, bro. Her areolas was minding their business,
bro.
and this nigga came through with us.
Bro, you just described. You said her nipples is throwing up. What is wrong with you?
He said her nipples was on GD4.
That nigga nipples over the whole nation.
Oh God!
Oh,
He said her nipples look like around the corner.
Damn.
That's jacked up, bro.
Damn.
And they red
How
the
she
whole
catch them
time.
straight?
They always
He
red.
caught them bitches.
He said
Damn,
her nipples look like flaming hot Cheetos. Oh God!
She just said your shit, bro. Did you just describe her nipples as broke off fucking funyuns?
Oh my God, G.
Half you done got Brandon Jack
half
going
eaten
and shit.
Funyuns. Oh my God!
Bro.
Oh Lord!
How you know her kids were watching?
Oh my God!
I mean, shit, they were sucking on them crooked ass cities. That's why they got underbites.
Oh my God!
Hey, they gotta
Y'all stop lobbing this nigga, man.
He said they Dennis playing
Y'all
a month.
lobbing this nigga
Hey.
easy alley-oops.
Say DeMar late game is because of Billy not coaching and leaning on veteran. He does look at this point though, man. When Kobe cooking, you do not just rely on DeMar.
I will say this to clear everything up. I was low key just bullshitting. I was putting on the show, but at the end of the day, I definitely blame Billy more than I played DeMar. DeMar gonna do DeMar. If you let DeMar do DeMar, he's gonna do DeMar. So it's not when those late game situations. I'm not really pissed at DeMar. I'm mainly pissed at Billy because he's sitting there telling him, "Fuck it, go ahead," because that's what he's been doing with anybody else. So to be honest, like on my heart of hearts, I really don't blame DeMar. I still don't think he a winning basketball player. I do feel like he's just gonna go down as one of those greatest scorers we ever seen. But quick and
hey Steve, you can admit that DeMar he changed his game a little bit though, Steve.
Well, when Zach was out, he did.
But I told y'all though, it's gonna take like a ton of press. Like you gotta constantly remind them, like, "Hey, we not doing this, DeMar. We passing."
I mean, the coach to do his job.
Yeah,
right?
like when the coach is on him, then he does it. But if you've been letting this man free fall for the last,
wait a second, hold on, pause real quick. We got footage of Melissa's titties real quick. Hold on. They said
why, bro?
Footage of Melissa's titties. We just wanted to make sure.
Why?
We got the footage. I just wanted to make sure everybody saw what I saw. That's it.
Hey, Melissa, you are a good sport. He said,
Melissa,
your nipples look like tears from a clown. Jacked up.
Bro,
and
she
you
just
taking
said,
it like a champ.
She just said he just basically said your nipples look like a clown nose.
Nipples look like Bozo shoes.
Staying in this bit.
Well, he just broke up.
So she say I got all the attention. Shit.
Hey, I love it.
You ain't
love it. No, Ayo get mad love D Lawson. Hey, Ayo has evolved, especially after having a sophomore slump the way that he did last year. That man, when he get the rebound, at least 2-3 times a game, he's trying to do a fast break by himself.
Bro.
It's incredible.
Yeah.
This is not it, bro.
What you mean, the squad?
What happened?
Bro,
He's still laughing at the nipples, man. He can't.
I don't even know what you're talking about, bro. That's all.
Oh my god.
He can't breathe.
But let me ask you this, Steve-O, with your critique. Do you think that you said that you blame Billy more than DeMar? Do you think that there is a coach and a system that could still make it work with this?
Pop. Literally pop. Because I like for somebody long in the tooth in the league, he got his tendencies, he got everything. It's gonna take a strong-willed coach that they really respect to make them buy into a system. Because also we can also look into and get ahead of DeMar and be like, I don't believe in this system. Like this new system we seeing with Kobe, he could be like, I don't know if I believe in this system when we first start seeing it. That's why it took him a couple games to adjust. So it took him. It takes players. It's a human nature when it comes to it. So I think with the right coach and somebody he truly respects, it could work. But like Billy ain't fixing shit. He don't do shit with X and O's. So I already knew like Billy ain't nothing this team can do with Billy under it. To me,
That's why he don't call
If you're
timeout.
going to give Billy Donovan some credit, he turned this team around.
Who
have
turned
to
it
give
around?
Billy
Man,
Donovan
Kobe
some
turned this
credit.
shit around.
Right. That would be Kobe. Billy Donovan literally does
That's
not
petty
call
as hell.
timeouts in late game
That's
situations.
petty.
Kobe
Because he
hard work
doesn't draw
turned
plays.
this shit around.
He don't draw plays, bro.
He didn't
Like,
do it
at
by
all.
himself. He did not.
He
You right.
doesn't draw
He did not do
plays.
You
it by
right. He
himself.
didn't do it by himself. Io, Vooch,
Dalen
who else?
Terry.
Billy.
Dalen Terry,
Billy.
Andre Drummond.
Andre Drummond.
Billy.
They work together.
Billy Donovan got to get some credit. He's been calling
Bro.
better timeouts lately.
Right. Hey, instead of us being dead, he called timeout when our arm cut off instead of this time.
I'm not saying he the greatest coach, but you give him credit when he.
What credit am I
when he
gonna
deserve credit.
get, bro?
Billy
Hold
gets some
on.
credit. Billy gets some credit for this.
Look,
Come on, bro.
that's how I know he don't get no credit. The other night, C-Dub literally predicted the play we was gonna call.
We always predict the plays we could call. We already know.
Man, I ain't giving you no damn credit. If I can see it, you think the coach across from you don't see it?
Well, that's true. Dylan Bascott said
that's a
that
fair
Billy got a
criticism.
chance
I get
to
what you're
actually coach when Zach was out. And we did say that in some of our live calls.
That's a good point.
Yeah, he because
Mm.
we also mentioned that it felt like whatever Billy was trying to run, DeMar and or Zach was just not feeling it, and that's what it was leading to losses. So when Zach was out, they did have a more fluid offense.
Melvin, if y'all were the front office, what would you do at the trade deadline? I feel we could use a bit more size on this team. We losing crucial rebounds lately.
Yes.
Trade DeMar.
If not trading DeMar, if they're just gonna if like I said earlier, if the Bulls are like 4 or 5 games above 500 and
Trade Zo too. Zach too.
At the trade deadline, I would like to see them go and get some size and get a veteran, another veteran at any position to help shore up this team.
Why you want a vet? Can I ask you that?
For exactly what's happening now, blown leads. Just looking like they just don't have the like the person that's gonna like look at what Pat did last year. He came in and was really just like, hey, we finna go win some games. And that's what veterans typically can bring to the team.
Yeah, that is a great point.
I ain't gonna lie, y'all could say I'm hating on Billy.
It's hard to find those players in free agency though. It's hard to find.
I'm telling you, it's players that's going. It's just like last year. It was Russell Westbrook was out there. Patrick Beverly was out there. And those teams.
Last year though. Yeah,
but they're already talking about Gordon Hayward right now is going to be a player that's going to.
You think Gordon Hayward one of those players?
No.
Gordon Hayward. As long as he's healthy, he can help. You don't want to bet on him. But go look at Gordon Hayward's stats. When he's healthy, he can.
And I wasn't saying that he. Hold on, real quick. I was just saying that it's already rumors of buyout players right now, and Gordon Hayward is one of them. There will be
probably going to be bought out. Yeah.
I say, is he still making that crazy contract money though?
Yeah.
That's why we're talking about buyout. That's why we're talking about if it's on the buyout.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, cool.
That's why ain't nobody trading for that contract. I would say this: if Gordon Hayward was on a Jevon Carter contract of like $6.5 million, he would have been traded already. But they're going to wait for the buyout because that contract's ridiculous. But Gordon Hayward, 14.5 points per game on 46% shooting, 4 rebounds, 4 assists, 1 steal per game, and he's shooting the ball 36% from 3-point range. That can help somebody off a bit.
That'll be better than Jevon Carter.
You think that help us though?
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
That would be better than Jevon Carter, bro. 14 points off the bench.
Yeah. That'll help somebody.
14.
He got a style similar to DeMar DeRozan, bro. He likes to.
He would be coming off the bench.
He be coming off the bench though.
They could need that.
And he also coming off pin down screens. What do you mean he like to dribble the ball a lot?
You want Lil Kev or you want Gordon?
That's not Lil Kev though, man. That's Lil Cuz. Kevin's little cousin.
Well, that Lil Kev.
I'll stay with Carter instead of him. I'll stay with Carter.
Interesting.
Bro,
That's like,
why?
if that,
You would
well,
say
that
with
was
Jevon
crazy.
Carter
I
over-
don't want
bro,
that guy. I don't
he
want
could
that
do
guy.
the same thing Carter does.
That's
at
racist
6'8".
at this point, bro. That's racist. That's what that is. That's
He could
racist,
do
bro.
the same thing
That's
as Carter,
crazy.
and he's 6'8". Come on now,
Yo, funny.
bro.
And he's 6'8". That's another problem with Carter, bro. He be getting
bro.
abused
He
out
could
there.
do the same thing as Carter, and he's 6'8". I'm taking Haywood.
You know what it is? C-Dub don't want to vote against him because he another one of his bald brethren. You know, C-Dub don't bet against bald people.
You don't?
That's my homie cousin, man. I want to keep my homie cousin on the
Nah,
Hey,
he
your
can go, man.
homie cousin trash.
Yeah,
He don't shoot the same
Hey,
over
there's a
here.
couple of times he was damn near kicked out the family, bro. The elders had to step in.
Talk about the elders. Bro.
You ain't even our cousin for real, for real. Y'all, our mama's just best friends.
Our mamas went to school
Did he-
together.
Exactly. Any last thoughts, brothers, before we get up out of here, man? We didn't argue. We didn't flame somebody. Like, this has just been crazy.
You flamed him. I didn't do nothing.
Right. All we did
I'm
was
talking about we as in a unit. Like, we,
No.
like, as in a
I
unit.
didn't.
guilty by association.
Kev threw a couple of jokes in there.
All I was
He definitely snuck some little kicks in there.
Kev be throwing them little jabs in
all I
there.
was doing was elaborating on what you said, my brother.
You said her shit look like Cheetos, flaming hot Cheetos.
Steve-O threw jokes in there too. Yeah, he trying to
You trying to be sneaky, nigga.
dude in here acting like Marquez trying to hide your hands, bro.
Hey,
We saw you, bro. What we
See,
doing?
Dub, you bogus sitting over there quiet the whole time, knowing damn well her titties look like the bull sign on your hat.
It look like his pizza. It looked like his
Oh, bro, that motherfucker look like old ass pepperoni.
Oh Lord.
Yep.
Chat, I like Kuminga, but I doubt they trade him.
Yeah, I like him too, but they know what they got in him. I think they're gonna try to figure out how to develop him properly in Golden State.
Yeah. Steve Kerr's been using them better basically since that came out. So.
He said, "Hey, play better. Hey, hit his
Trade
ass for the
that donkey
donkey,
looking motherfucker. Trade that donkey now.
bro. Who
That's
go
funny.
trade for him?"
Nobody. Lakers.
Bro, he said,
Listen, the Lakers ain't gonna trade for nobody because they don't want to give up Austin Reeves, bro. They just gonna be sitting there
Dumbest shit in the
That's
world.
weird.
Just the dumbest shit in the world.
bro, the fact they really not trying to trade this man for Murray is insane to me, bro.
It don't
That's
make sense.
crazy. That don't make any
Insane.
sense.
Like they really came out with a quote that I think yesterday saying like, "I don't think it's a needle pusher."
What? Bro,
I said
they must
what-
think
I
Austin
said-
Reeves gonna be Larry Bird.
Bro, one
something.
motherfucker
They'll
is
spend
making
the
120
Golden State ain't
and
one
one
of the
motherfucker's
best
making
teams this
40.
season, bro.
Oh, did
Wait,
y'all
huh?
just say Kelly Olynyk? No way he come and play on my
No.
Olynyk, bro, you add a whole extra.
You always
syllables.
do that,
I've been
bro. That's
calling him
his
that
Bro, he
name.
don't say nobody. He don't say
Listen.
nobody name right.
That,
Every
listen,
game
bro,
is
Kev,
somebody that got a crazy ass nickname.
C-Dub do that and give people nicknames so nobody else call nobody. Like he just be C-Dub just be dropping names.
What was folks' name today?
Ancestors fucked up. Dude. The fuck?
Hey,
Hey,
y'all
bro,
make sure y'all follow the new NBA.
Look how he look.
That's funny.
Hey, what was his name today? C-Dub?
Melakalaka, some shit like that.
That was hilarious.
And on that, we're gonna go ahead and wrap up the show, y'all. Thanks for tuning in, man. Thanks for sitting through the flame.
He mad at
This has
me
been a
because
crazy
his
show.
name. Like
This
that.
has been a GOAT stream. This is
Yeah.
crazy. This
I
been
ain't gonna
wild.
lie. That motherfucker name sound like an evil spell. For real.
Bro, you said it sounded like
He
a
said-
spell for sure.
He said the Necronomicon gonna come up
Real
if you
talk.
said his
You
name
say his
rightly,
name
bro.
too
It's
fast,
crazy.
it's gonna open a portal.
But I swear
Yeah,
to
that's
God,
wild,
bro.
Follow
Why this
NBA
motherfucker Kev
Central.
come right in and just say the name correctly.
I'm just gonna put this up on the screen because that's a little weird there, bro.
All right,
That's a little weird.
Sam
there,
could be a girl name though.
Hey, no, bro, that's a nigga. That's
No,
crazy.
it could be Samantha, not
Bro.
Samuel.
What we got? Oh, it might be Sam. Oh, you better hope it, pray that it's Samantha, Steve.
Hey, y'all follow the new NBA Central
I ain't got nothing
channel.
to do with this.
We do this all the time. Come rock with the game.
Y'all can follow the show at Bull Central Pod. You can send us any feedback, questions, comments, concerns. Bull Central Pod at Gmail. Don't send me no concerns about Melissa's crooked ass titties though. You can send us
Hey,
any, you can send us
Say her
text
titties look like British teeth. It's messed up.
773-270-2799. We're the number one spot for everything Chicago Bears related.
doing the crip walk.